Hello, my peepers. I know it's been a couple of days. I've been coloring. I've been really busy coloring. You know, I get up in the morning and I clean, and then I have the rest of the day, and because I'm not babysitting and there's no one here but me, because Scott, he watches a little bit of TV and then he's in bed, and because he works nights, so he sleeps during the day. So I've had plenty of time to color. We are doing the picture that Francis chose from Romantic Country, the first book. And I am using my Caran supracolors, and I'm not using them as, they're a watercolor pencil, but I'm not using them as watercolors right now. Wetting my throat. I got some eggnog. Love my eggnog. So, I have been coloring up a storm. If you're in any of the Facebook groups besides mine, you will notice that there has been a lot. Okay. So, what is new in your neck of the woods? Today is Friday. It is 4:30 in the afternoon. My gifts are all wrapped except for Carson's and Blake's, because I got them two children's recliner chairs. And so I'm waiting until Sunday night to wrap those. And what else has been going on? Using a silver gel pen for the stars. Sorry about that. I've been watching a lot of videos. I have always been a night owl, but because I have to get up in the morning to babysit, I'm usually in bed at 10:30. So now that I don't have any set schedule, I'm up anywhere between 11 and 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm getting up between 8:30 and 9:30. So I have enjoyed my time off from babysitting, but it's not going to be pretty when I have to pay bills. So I just told Scott, don't get me anything for Christmas. I just need help paying bills. And he says, now you tell me. I'm like, well, don't know what you were thinking. So I've gotten some packages in the mail this week, so I will have a Happy Mail haul on Sunday. We have no plans for Christmas Eve, so I will be doing a video. There also has been a change in plans with Nisi doing the color along next week. She had something come up and she cannot do it now. So I will be filling in for her. But not till the day after Christmas. Christmas Day will be busy. We usually go to Dylan's later in the morning and exchange gifts with them. And then we go to my parents' house And my sister and her boyfriend, I think she said we're having ribs this year, so they bring the food to my parents because it's easier for my dad if we're at their house. He has back problems and hip problems and knee problems, so it's just, he's more comfortable in his house, so we go there. So they bring the meat and cook there, and I think Justin's taking cheese and crackers, and I'm taking tossed salad because that's what I always take to any family function because everybody likes my tossed salads. So so we're doing Christmas. I am using my M&R sharpener. That's what works best right now with my supracolors. I tried the Tagal and it wasn't doing anything. So, plus I have this too, the little comb sharpener. So, yep. So Scott bought steaks for dinner tonight, and I bought asparagus. It's just him and I. Justin was over yesterday. He came over for an hour or so. He did a load of laundry. But he couldn't stay because he had dinner plans with a bunch of co-workers, and they were exchanging Christmas gifts. So he didn't stay long. We did watch Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now, I colored this picture the other day, and someone had left a comment that they didn't have these pencils because they're too expensive. That's fine. Just color whatever you have. I had a peeper send these to me, so that's why I have them. And now that I've worked with them, I would like the rest, and I can buy them open stock. I have not tried them as watercolor pencils yet, though. And I will be doing that next year. I have a lot of videos planned for next year. And I do have a challenge. If you're not in my Facebook group, you are welcome to join in. The challenge for next year is to start at midnight next Sunday night, which midnight is technically January 1st, all the way to December 31st of next year, and that is to pick a coloring book. It can already have pictures colored in it or something that you haven't colored in yet, and finish the coloring book. You have all year to do that. So, I have chosen I have chosen Johannas Christmas by Johanna Basford. We colored 4 pages out of that in July when Jen, Ann, and I did the Christmas in July color along. And then Grace and I did 2 pictures out of it in this Christmas color along. And I have been coloring like crazy out of it this month. So that is what I am going to be coloring in next year. and want to finish that book. I've been watching Julie's Passion for Coloring and coloring a lot of my pictures following her tutorials, but also add in some of my own things to it, so it is still mine. So that has been fun. And yeah, I want to finish this. I've gotten Happy Mail this week. So this morning, or this afternoon, I was on my way to the grocery store, and I have a peeper who has been sending me a lot of gifts this month. Okay, I'm going to try the comb sharpener with this to see if I like it with these. Yeah, it's okay. I like the M&R. So she has sent a lot of things to my house this month, and so she said there was another package coming today. She didn't know if it was coming mail or UPS. She just got an email saying that it was out for delivery today. So Scott said that if I keep, what did he say? If I keep getting shit in the mail like I have been, then he is going to have to move out because there's no more room for him in this house with all my coloring supplies. And I have my books and my cross-stitching. So I told my peeper. And so she says, well, not again till your birthday. I said, oh, well, I told him to start packing his bags. Oh. Yeah, he was full of it today. You can tell he's on vacation. He got home this morning and he doesn't go back in till Tuesday night. So this morning he said he was going uptown. He says, I have to go get your Christmas gift. And I said, well, there's a list on the refrigerator. And he says, oh, I'm just going to town. I said, oh, you must be going to get me alcohol. And he says, no, I'm not getting you alcohol. That's the reason the boys moved out. You drink too much. You're an alcoholic. I burst out laughing. I said, well, if that was the case, Dylan would have never moved out. Dylan would have drank right along with me. Yeah, I told you he was full of it today. Yep. Right now he's plowing at the gas station where he's a manager. We started getting snow last night with freezing rain, and my car looks like a sheet of ice. Right now it's just covered in ice. So he said that, well, he took me to the grocery store because we go to my aunt and uncle's tomorrow night for Saturday night. And I'm taking olives and pickles. And I do a toss salad at my mom's for Christmas Day, so I had to buy stuff for that. And then something for dinner tonight. Because he'll cook out on the grill even though it's 28 degrees out. So we went to town. It was pretty busy in there. I got everything I needed though. So, and I had to get coffee because I used the last K-cup of the coffee. So I got him coffee, and I got me, what is it? No. It was a cappuccino for the K-cup. It was okay. I wasn't real thrilled with it. And then I got another K-cup for me that's a chocolate almond. And then Scott, he just gets like the breakfast blend or the donut shop. He doesn't like all that stuff. He likes, I like the flavored stuff. I don't like the taste of coffee. I love the smell of it, just not too much of the taste of it. So, yep, next year I'm going to be doing more swatches of everything I own. I also want to make a list of my pencil sharpeners and what pencils work best with each one. I will also try to, I always do flip throughs on coloring books, but I've never really done reviews of pencils and markers and stuff, so I plan on doing that next year. I won't do the Prismacolors because I think everybody owns Prismacolor pencils, and if they don't, they've seen enough videos on them. Daenerys! I don't know why she's barking unless Scott's back home. Yep, he must be back home. I heard the door open. So I want to do more reviews of the pencils and swatching them. I always do the flip throughs of every coloring book. And I do have a couple coloring books I will be doing flip throughs next week because one was sent to me in the mail from a peeper, and I got 3 coloring books from a publisher. There's a new coloring book from Hannah Lynn coming out in January, and so I had contacted the publisher and asked if they could send me the new book to review, and he said of course. And he said, while you're waiting for that, I'll send you 3 coloring books. And I said, okay. So he sent me 3 coloring books of Hannah Lynn. 2 I already own. And one was on my wish list, so I kept the one. One is getting put into I have a small bin with coloring books for giveaways. And I'm giving one to a peeper because this peeper has been very generous to me in the past 2 months. That she had one on her wish list, and so I want to give her one. And then the other one will go as a giveaway. So yeah, that's exciting. So I thought today I would do a Christmas tag. I will answer the question, and I also want you to answer them down below. Okay, so the first one is, what is your favorite Christmas film? Well, if it's a cartoon type thing, then I am going to go with A Year Without a Santa Claus. If it's a movie, that's really hard for me to answer. Because I like a lot of movies. I guess I've watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. I've probably seen that 10 times already. I've seen the Santa Claus a couple times. It has Tim Allen in it. So, favorite though, guess it would be How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. Number 2, have you ever had a white Christmas? Almost every Christmas has been a white Christmas. I do not like Christmas unless it's a white Christmas. I don't know how people down south or anywhere else that don't get snow. It's Christmas with snow. You gotta have snow, in my opinion, because that's how I was brought up. The Christmas lights in that look so much better when there's snow on the ground. I see pictures and in movies where it's green and there's Christmas lights and it looks funny to me. We have had a few green Christmases, but mostly white. Number 3, where do you usually spend your holiday? When my kids were little, it was always at my house for Christmas Day with my parents and my sister. It's easier when they're little kids having it at their house, because then you don't have to take them away from the gifts. They just open their toys. So, I've always had my family here on Christmas Day, and Scott's family is always at one of his sister's houses. And it changed every year. It's a different day. Like this year, it's the 30th. Growing up, my dad's side always celebrated Christmas Eve. And then a couple years ago, they stopped because the family got so big that and it got too hard to get everybody together since the family got so big. But this year, we're having it tomorrow, which is Saturday. So that's that question. Number 4, what is your favorite Christmas song? My favorite is Last Christmas by Wham. I don't know why. There's just something about that song I absolutely love. Now, if you go by just music, then that would be Christmas Canon by Trans-Siberian Orchestra. But I like a lot of Christmas music. I have a Michael Bublé CD. I have a Trans-Siberian Orchestra CD. I have the soundtrack to Charlie Brown Christmas. I have, is it Mannheim Steamroller? I have their CD. So I like a lot of Christmas music. Number 5, do you open any presents on Christmas Eve? We have always opened one gift on Christmas Eve. when the boys were younger. Scott and I probably won't. I only have one gift for him. But when the kids were living here, then they got to open one gift on Christmas Eve. 6. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? I think so. Prancer and Dancer, Comet and Cupid, Donder and Blitzen. Yep. What holiday, number 7 is, what holiday traditions are you looking forward to most this year? Well, we used to go and look at this Christmas display on Fargo Road, but they didn't do it this year. But I heard that the other neighbors all around in there have really upped their game on that road. So we usually go and check that out. Well, we haven't yet. Other than that, I don't have any other traditions. I don't bake cookies because none of us eat them. Number 8. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? Real. Always real. If I got a fake one, it's just to have a second tree in the house, but I don't like fake trees. I want a real tree. I love the smell, and I don't care if it takes me forever to get all those needles up off the carpet. It's worth it. I love my real trees. Okay, number 9. What is your all-time favorite holiday food or sweet treat? That would be humdingers. They are like a cookie. My grandmother used to make them, and I normally make them every year, but I didn't this year. They are my favorite cookie. Other than that, the only other thing I kind of like to get is the chocolate-covered cherries, but it has to be in the syrup. I don't like the cream filling. I like the liquid filling. Other than that, there isn't really any other holiday treats. And I like my eggnog. Gotta have my eggnog. Okay, 10. Be honest. Do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts better? Well, I've always liked giving gifts. This year I didn't have the money, so I've been receiving a lot, and it's been a lot of fun receiving gifts, especially from my peepers, buying me coloring supplies that my family normally would not buy me. But I've always liked giving gifts. 11. What is the best Christmas gift you've ever received? Oh boy, what's the best Christmas gift I've ever received? So I don't remember a lot of gifts as a kid. Last year, Scott and Justin chipped in and bought me everything I needed to upgrade my gaming computer. And so that made me cry. And then Amber bought me a blanket that says something about Grandma on it that was from the boys, and I absolutely loved it. Otherwise, I can't remember any other gifts. Number 12, what would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season? Something like a Christmas town that's all set up and they have all kinds of festivals and fun stuff going on all month long. That would be a blast. To stay at a B&B or an inn that's all decorated up, that would be a lot of fun. Like in Hallmark movies. That would be a lot of fun. I would like that. Number 13. Are you a pro present wrapper or do you fail miserably? Oh, I'm kind of in between. I don't fail. I just get them wrapped up so they're done. A lot of times I just buy gift bags and tissue paper, and that's what the gifts are in this year. I put them all in boxes. Okay, 14. Most memorable holiday moment. That would be the one year we woke up without any power and we had to cook, I think it was a ham my mom cooked on the wood-burning stove that we had. And I don't even know if the power came on that day at all. We'd had a bad storm overnight. That's the most memorable one when I was a kid. And then we had one here one year where the water pump broke a couple days before Christmas. Had to have that replaced. Then when they replaced that, the way it was hooked up for the power blew out everything in my bedroom, and then I woke up Christmas morning with a abscessed tooth. So as an adult, that's the most memorable one. Okay. 15. What made you realize the truth about Santa? I don't know. I don't remember. I really don't. I don't remember anybody telling me. I must have been told in school or something, but as far I really don't remember. 16. Do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? I used to make New Year's resolutions, and no, I didn't stick to them. Now I just call them goals. I don't call them resolutions. I call them goals or challenges. And I always have a few, you know, the one losing weight. That's number one, of course. Eating healthier. I always had a cross-stitch goal, and I used to do pretty good on that, but I haven't the past few years, so I do want to get in more cross-stitching. I want to do that on Sundays again once these holidays are over with. I do have coloring goals. I want to make more videos reviewing products that I have. I want to finish one coloring book, and I want to be able to at least color one picture in each coloring book I own so that I can say I colored in it. And I will be weeding out through my coloring books because there are a couple that I think I'm just going to put in the pile for giveaways because I have a feeling I'll never color in them. And I need to have a challenge for reading because I really need to get these books read and off my shelves. I have so many books. And I do want to read them. But I also have a pile to go through because I don't think I'll ever read them. And I have a few authors I'm so far behind because I ended up picking up new authors. So I do have reading challenges, but I don't call them resolutions. And number 17, what makes the holidays special for you? Being with family. Because, you know, my sister doesn't live that far. She's only like 45 minutes away. But we don't see each other. Holidays, that's about the only time we see each other. Holidays. And aunts and uncles and cousins. We really, and they're all live by me. I mean, most of them are. So yeah, that's what's important is family. Okay, let's find 3 more questions. Number 18. What's your favorite Christmas color? Bright red. I would love a bright red satin blouse. I love the color red for Christmas. I also like silver. (19) Do you like to stay in your pajamas or dress up for Christmas? I like to dress up. I can wear my pajamas anytime I want to, but I prefer to dress up, and I taught my boys that they should always look nice on the holidays because they can look like slobs any other time of the year. Don't have to wear a 3-piece suit. Just wear a nice pair of, even a pair of jeans, a nice pair of jeans and a nice shirt. Sweater or button-up shirt. And 20. Here you go. Have you ever built a gingerbread house? No, I have not. Well, I'll correct that. I haven't at home, but Dylan's 4th grade class, I don't know what grade he was in. He had Mrs. Walton. They made gingerbread houses, and the parents were allowed to come in that day. And so I did, and I helped. So I guess you could say I did. But as far as doing it at home, no. But I would like to start making that a tradition with the boys next year. So that's the Christmas tag. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope that you joined in and answered the questions. I'm hoping to do tags more often. There's a if you search YouTube tags, they have a whole bunch of them. There's pages of them. So I plan on doing more tags, more questions and answers that you people will give me for questions, and I'll answer them. So I might do those like once a month or every couple months. But I thought that the Christmas tag would be fun while coloring this. And I believe Frances finished her page. These pencils work really nice on this paper. Okay, there's that color. Let's do this color. So tonight I plan on watching a Christmas movie and doing my nails. And I think Catherine said she wanted to chat on the phone tonight. I know that on this YouTube tags, they have a New Year's tag, so I'll do that next weekend. I still have to watch today's General Hospital before I watch my movie. I didn't even plug in the tree yet. I usually do that first thing in the morning, but I knew I was going to go shopping, so I didn't light up the tree. So I'll have to do that here shortly too. I also got to light some candles. And what time is it? 5:10. Yeah, I need to start the asparagus for dinner.